everyone, welcome back to Plot 13 on a very blustery day here in sunny Shrewsbury. Just had a quick look around the plot. There's a few bits to do.
Hi everyone, sorry about the mic issues there. The wind was blowing a gale. I have got a fluffy head for the mic, but it doesn't seem to be doing a good job. I do need a new mic. If you've got any suggestions, let me know in the comments.
Right, first thing on my hit list is going to be taking some of this juicy water out of my root tub. So this is the stuff that I soak. So it's like bindweed, dandelion roots, things like that. But I'm not worried. I'm not thinking they'll decompose in the compost bin as quick as I like. So what I do is drain them and then put this delicious smelly juice back into the garden by watering it on the plants. Oh dear me, it stinks. Oh, it smells like shit, man. Really need to bring some gloves down here. Oh god. It's heavy. Full of blowfly larvae as well. It smells like a dead body. There we go. This is just fresh water. Been sat in the watering can. Fill it up to these little holes so everything's submerged. More. That's a present for the new year, that. Back on. And then this stuff, you're supposed to dilute it down, I think. I'm not sure what the ratio is, probably 10 parts to 1 part. 10 parts water to 1 part of this, maybe? Unless it's nettle tea. But I'm going to tip it straight on. I'm just going to water everything with it. Put it into my watering cans. Should definitely bring gloves down. Wish you had smell-o-vision. Found me some gloves. Just going to water the allotment now with the poo tea. We've had so much rain that I think me just putting it on as it is not going to do too much harm. Let's get to it. I'm not planning on harvesting these herbs anytime soon, so the taste is not going to be affected by poo water. So the frost has, well, it didn't say a frost, but it looked like frost damage on the pumpkin. So I've covered them over with some nice thick 30-gram fleece. Even if we don't get any frost, it'll just keep a little bit snug underneath there, and hopefully they'll ripen. Obviously, I did them dead late, so I only got the plot in July, so I sowed the pumpkins straight away. So they normally, I think you start them in May, so they're a couple of months behind. So I'll leave them as long as possible, and hopefully this bit of fleece will get them through the colder weather. These French beans, though, are frost damaged as well. I don't know if you can pick that up. There we go. So it's frost damage because it's all the tops, and they just go black and bright and shrivel up and die. So they've done their time now. So what I'll do is just snip them off, take the plants out, leave the roots in the ground. So I'm not pulling them up and disturbing all the ground. So for no dig, you're supposed to cut things off at the base and leave the roots in the ground for the microbiome I keep saying microbiome, but it's some microorganisms to like eat and stuff. So I'll crack on with that now. Let's have a look, see if I can get any free beans off them as well. Scissors, I can't do it with scissors. Some of the stems are too thick. One extreme to the other. My little secateurs are at home, usually in the garden. So, well, that's alright. It's not overkill. I think I need it. The edge cutters on this. I can't remember what was on my plan to put in here next. Goes after beans. I can't remember. That's it. That's it. Oh, over here, let's have a look at the temperature on this thing. So I've covered this over, stopped the rain getting on it. This section's going to be finished now. I've filled it up, covered it over, stop any rain getting on, keep it warm, and then you start putting stuff into the next one. So while that's cooking, that one's filling, and that one's ready to go, in theory. So let's have a quick look. I'm hoping it's going to be... Oh, pardon my French. Still just above the 60-degree Fahrenheit mark. Annoying. Oh, a few more months, maybe it'll ramp up a bit. Maybe I should put more in it, because that's sunk down a bit, to be fair. Let's have a look at this level. Hang on. Let's have a look at this, because this is so different. So he's doing something. Just like that. This cardboard, this layer is up to the top. Like sunk at the sides. I'll show you. Yeah, that's what's in there. Sinking down at the sides and the levels drop definitely. Let's leave it. Let's trust my instinct and just leave it be. It doesn't have to be mega full, I guess. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it. I've pulled up my potatoes as well, my Christmas ones that I put in. They had blight on, they were completely soggy and black, so cut my losses. I've harvested the potatoes. They were only about that big, tiny little ones, the shallot ones were. So I'll put a few cabbages in there or something over winter. Just fill up the space a little bit. But yeah, disappointed. I've done Christmas potatoes once, I think, about 10 years ago, and they got blight. So I was like, no point. 10 years later, I thought I'd have another go. They got blight. I should have just stuck to my first plan. I'm not bothered. I think they would have been all right if they were in a greenhouse, maybe, or maybe at home. But there's just so many other potatoes down here that if one gets it, that's it. The whole site's got it. Although my neighbour's plot is literally, 10 foot there, and his one row got potato blight, and the other little plot hasn't. He's pulled out the blight ones, and he's still got potatoes in there. So I'll have to ask him what variety they were. Look, I'll show you. Not that I'm jealous of nothing, but look. Here you go, look. Perfectly healthy potatoes. And the other ones he had were here, and they got blight, and they didn't. And then that's why over there. So mine were here, section there, and they got blight. Oh wow! Look, I've just spotted bloody broccoli head. Look at that! Oh, look at that! Calabrese. So these ones were given to me by a lady on another plot because they were a bit worse for wear. But if you just chuck them in, leave them alone, they'll do their thing. They've got two choices, and they normally choose the right one to survive. Oh wow! And my onions, look. Excited then, didn't I? Shoot on it. Hey, brilliant. The only one by the looks. One's got a shoot on. That's good enough for me. That'll be one onion to harvest then, hopefully. Look under here, these garlic. Oh, yeah, garlic's starting to spray as well. Yeah. Beautiful. Lovely. So far, so good. There we go. That's the potatoes I've harvested. They're still in good condition considering they're blight. Nice and firm. No black squidgy bits on them, so they do a dinner. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of black squidge on them there. Up there where the blights looks like the blights got down. I'll take them home anyway and eat them. Have nothing. Right, just going to do a bit of high speed tidying up now. Removing all the yellow leaves and any little weeds. Chuck them in a bucket, get rid. But yeah, cue the fast forward. Do you ever start a job, get distracted, come back round full circle on yourself, and then see all the bits that you left out and realise you hadn't finished the job? So I just got rid of the beans, French beans, and I've left all my beans there and my equipment. So yeah, this is how I left it, like that. No wonder I can't find anything. So I collect up my beans. There we go. Take them home with me. And then I will pop a bit of compost over this, I think. But not yet. I'm hoping we'll get a frost and it'll just take the nibs off the shoots that are sticking out, kill them off, and then what I'll do is cover it in compost and plant into it. I've got some cabbages at home, but they're only diddy at the moment anyway, so there's no rush. So that's the plan for this section here. I'll probably go down from the end all the way down to there with cabbages because I've got a few in. I think they're the Durham early ones. So yeah, that's the plan for that section there. Right, I was just clearing out this section here. So I sowed literally a whole packet of rocket salad leaves when I first got the plot in July because I was like, right, I need to get sowing, I need to get stuff in there. need to get it filled up. Obviously, harvested, but there's only so much bloody rocket you can eat. You know what I mean? Especially as it turns colder, you don't want to be eating rocket every 5 minutes. I mean, I put it in mashed potato and stuff like that, but even so, this is just too much for a couple of people to eat. And friends don't want it, you know. That's how you start losing friends. Force them to eat your rocket. So as I was thinning it out, I was thinking, so wasteful. My God, such a waste. Look at it all. But actually, it's served a purpose. It's filled a gap. It's suppressed the weeds, and now it's going to be recycled back into the compost bin and then back into the earth. So, yeah, it's a bit of a waste, a bit of a shame, but it's done its job. It's served its purpose. I need to clear a bit of space now to get all my winter bits and bobs in. So, yeah. So, thank you, Rocket. God bless. Rest your soul. Good night. God bless. I think as well, as you're thinning, as I'm thinning, it'll give space to stuff that I actually am kind of looking forward to eating now. Like this kohlrabi needs a bit more space because obviously I packed it in the excitement of getting the plot. So, yeah, it'll give other things a chance to start growing and stuff as well. So, just trying to make myself feel better. Picking up a few slugs and snails as well, to be fair. I still take them home in my little slug and snail tub, take them home and let them live out their days in my garden where I don't grow much anymore because I've got the plot now. So, yeah, no point killing everything, is there? No point killing anything, actually. We don't need to. We just take them on holiday. I'm going to leave the roots in on the rocket as well. Same reason to keep not disturb the soil, and they'll just rot down as soon as a big frost hits anyway. So, and then I can just cover it in compost if I need to. Plant straight over the top of them. It all adds to the soil texture. So it's handmade. There we go. That's this little area just tidied up a little bit, thinned out. I haven't taken everything out, and a lot of the Chinese cabbage has gone to seed, like bolted, gone flowering. That's kind of nice for the bees and stuff. So I'm just going to let that do its thing. It's not hurting nobody, and it's filling a space in the ground as well. So I can see the bees flying all over it at the moment, anyway. So really lovely to see. See if I can get a couple of nice nature shots. We can enjoy it together. Looks like it's going to absolutely tilt it down. Gone really blustery as well. Apologies if it's buggering up the mic. It looks all right over there, though. Looks nice. I don't know which way it's blowing. We'll get a bit more tidying up done and then head off home, I think. Well, that's probably me done for the day at the plot. I've harvested a bit of kale, some potatoes, some French beans, had a little tidy up underneath bits and bobs. There's not too many weeds with the no-dig system, so you can spend more time going underneath and getting all the yellow leaves and yellow crap and having to tidy up and stuff. So I'm really happy so far with how the no-dig's going. I've got a few bits going at home, so if you fancy popping back to my place, I'll show you what I've got in my little glasses. Let's go. So here we are back at home. This is my trusty little glass house. It was on my allotment that I used to have before for many years, but it just kept getting battered. People's roofs fell off their shed and smashed it, and wind would whip it up and smash the glass on it, even though it was strapped down. So yeah, it's been through the walls, bless it. So I'll leave it at home now, and it's been a lot better. So that's all the little growing space I've got. So I use little wood boxes just to lift some stuff up, so I can kind of double layer it. So let's have a look at what I've got in there so far. So at the moment, you can. Oh, hello, Mister. Hello. I think it's snacks because it sounds like snacks. It's just seeds, buddy. So I've got some cauliflower in there, all year round version. I've got some poppies which have just germinated. Gone for the peony black ones. I've got peony lilac poppies as well. We have two types of sweet peas, old fashioned and night and day variety. Broad beans as well, you can get them sown now. That's the Sutton variety. I do that every year. Sutton, it's a lovely small, like a short variety, and it's always been really good for me. I've got some carrots growing as well. These are all going to stay under cover. We've got some cabbage, Durham early. I've sown some recently, and I've sown some about 2 months ago as well. So I've got different levels of those. I've got some more radish growing, cornflower you can sow now. I can't remember what this one looks like. Oh, black ball, so it's a black variety. I've just planted out some more peas for shoots. This is meteor variety, but I will be sowing some more of this to take down to the plot to grow on as peas as well. Here we go. This is the green manure I was on about. Now, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Facilia? Yeah, anyway, that stuff. But yeah, oh, it's got a little bee thing on it. So the bees absolutely love it. Just get some. It's beautiful. It's lovely purple flowers. Quick growing, suppresses weeds, and adds humus to poorer soils. There you go. What more could you want? I've got some other seeds in here as well. I'm debating whether to put some of these in or just wait till the new season starts. I've got some beetroot, asparagus, pea. I've never grown that before, so I'll probably have to wait till next year. Candy tuft, that's some kind of flower, dwarf fairy mixture. I can't remember what it's called, what it was. And some dill, which is the herb dill. So we'll do that next year. But yeah, that's what we've got sown recently. So you can still do quite a bit. There we go. Let's have a dive in here, see what we've got. So I've got loads of cut-ins of herbs and bits and bobs growing as well. There we go. There's a bit of sage there, and me geraniums. I'm going to try and overwinter them in here. That's the mint I took from the plot. That's orange mint. Took the runners off, and it's taken on most of them. So yeah, happy with that. And all the rest are like little cut-ins and bits and bobs that I just plonk in a bit of soil and see if I can get them growing. There we go. So there's that's the cornflower up there, little ones. And these are the cabbages and cauliflowers. The Durham cabbage there, one coming through. And then these are the poppies and some random pansies that I had just out from the front garden. So they're homegrown type ones. And then these are the other ones. Sorry, I have to go down this way. I've got some cosmos and some other random flowers that were just from the front garden. Some radish in there. Coriander, which I collected from the front garden because I had a pot. So I just threw them in there just to see if the seeds would germinate or whether you have to dry them out properly. And actually they germinated. So I'll just let them crack on. And there's my cabbages in with it. Because I didn't think the coriander was coming up, I double sowed with cabbage and everything came up. So yeah, as the peas are going on in there, not poking through just yet. And then underneath there is some broad beans. Looks like it's just about poking through. So yeah, early stages yet. So you've got loads of time. Get sowing. There we go. So that's me done for another week. Thanks so much for watching. Can't believe my last video got like over 100 views. So I'm absolutely buzzing. Thank you all for subscribing and liking. I really appreciate it. And see you next week. Yeah, bye bye. Oh, my hands are filthy. and have a wash.